What can baby Plecos eat? One of the most asked questions after discovering baby Plecos in your tank is, what do you feed them? This question causes a lot of people stress because they just want to take the best care of their baby Plecos as possible. The short answer is that baby Plecos can eat anything adults can eat, but not all foods are created equal in the easiness for your babies to consume. The biggest killer I have found to baby Plecos after being eaten by other fish in the tank is starvation. Most of the time, it isn't that there isn't any food in the tank for them, but they can't consume the food fast enough for the energy they need to grow. This is why high nutrient and easily consumable food is a must. Plecos are bottomless pits, and their babies are no different. Can I feed my baby Plecos canned green beans? Yes, you can. Canned green beans are my preferred food for baby Plecos. Canned green beans are super easy to find at any grocery store, and they are super cheap. Because human-grade food is higher quality of food than fish food, you can go with almost any brand. No need to spend extra money when you don't have to. Now, while the brand makes no difference, you will want to be selective with a few things. First, you want to make sure that they are no salt green beans. The salt in canned green beans is high enough that if your baby Plecos consume it frequently enough, it can harm or kill them. So be careful when purchasing canned green beans. Second, I would also strongly suggest getting French cut green beans for several reasons. One being that the soft insides of the green bean are easy to access. The skin on a green bean can be tough and difficult for your baby Plecos to get through when trying to eat them. The French cut helps with this. Is wood beneficial for your baby Plecos? Yes, it is. I love having wood in my tanks because it provides a grazing area in my tank that babies can eat on all day and night without me needing to feed them or worry about any ammonia spikes. They eat the actual wood, which has some nutrients in it, but the process of the wood slowly breaking down in your tank creates a whole ecosystem of small microbes that not only baby but adult Plecos enjoy. My two favorite woods to add to my tank are cholla wood and Malaysian driftwood. I like cholla wood for two reasons. The first is that it is one of the cheaper woods that you can find in most pet shops, whether that's a mom and pop shop, big box stores like Petco or PetSmart. Second, I like it because it's fairly soft, making it so that it sinks faster and making it easier for your Plecos to get to. Also, because it is softer, it becomes edible for your Plecos much quicker. The reason Malaysian driftwood is one of my favorites is because it is very dense wood. With this wood being so dense, it makes it last a really long time, meaning your Plecos can chew on it for many years, which is good because it can be a little pricey. The one piece I've had in my one tank with my green dragon bristlenose, I've had for almost 5 years, and it hardly looks any different. But I definitely know that my Plecos are eating it based on the poop in the tank and the teeth marks on the wood. The one downfall of this wood is that it is very dense, and so it takes a long time to absorb water and sink. But other than that, it's a great option. Can my baby Plecos eat Indian almond leaves? Yes, Indian almond leaves are a great option for your baby Plecos. I would lump this in the same category as Indian almond leaves, with the benefit that with the added benefit that it's extremely accessible for your baby Plecos within a day or two, because it is essentially just thin wood, just with the process being quicker. The leaves start to break down faster, so your baby Plecos can eat it quickly and build good gut health at the same time. Wood and Indian almond leaves have an antifungal and antibacterial properties in them, giving extra health benefits to your fish tank, providing a healthier living environment for your baby Plecos. When wood or Indian almond leaves are introduced to your tank, they will leach a substance called tannins. These tannins are where the antifungal and antibacterial properties are. The tannins may turn your water a little brown or tea-colored. This is okay and is nothing to worry about. I personally don't like this color, and many fish keepers don't. I personally like a very crystal clear tank, and many people are the same. But there are also many people that like this color because it's very close to how they assume that it looks in nature. With this added added benefits, it makes it nice in that aspect. Can baby Plecos eat baby brine shrimp? Yes, baby Plecos can eat brine shrimp. They're a great food for any baby fish of any type. They're packed with nutrients and protein that any baby fish needs to grow quickly and healthily. There's a few reasons that I generally don't feed my baby Plecos brine shrimp. One of them being is that I'm fairly forgetful, and sometimes I forget to start a new batch of baby brine shrimp, and then I don't have any for the next few days since they take a few days to hatch. Second is that Plecos generally aren't hunters. They're generally foragers, especially small baby Plecos. So when you run into the problem that baby Plecos need to wait for the baby brine shrimp to sit still or die from being exposed to fresh water for a certain amount of time. If you're letting the baby brine shrimp die, then you have to be extra careful to not overfeed and keep an eye on the water parameters to make sure that the ammonia and nitrates don't get too high. If you are a more responsible person than me, then it's probably a great option for you and will help your Plecos grow especially fast. Can baby Plecos eat vegetables? Yes, they can, just like adults. Baby Plecos can eat vegetables and love a fresh veggie or two. Plecos love a wide variety of vegetables from zucchini to spinach. I've written several articles on those that you can see on my website, and it's super fun to see a Pleco or a group of Plecos munch down on a veggie and slowly make it disappear. Any veggies that adults can eat, baby Plecos can eat also, which makes it nice if you're raising the baby Plecos in the same tank as the adults. Can baby Plecos eat protein and algae wafers? Yes, baby Plecos can eat protein, algae wafers, but they generally aren't a main food source I like to use for them. I use them more as a supplementary food. Most wafers, regardless of if they're a protein or an algae wafer, tend to be a little on the hard side, making it difficult for babies to chew on and eat. They definitely have their place because they usually have a high density amount of nutrients in them, which can be extremely helpful. I especially like using a high-grade protein wafer because baby Plecos will grow faster and stronger with a good protein source in their diet. I just generally try not to overfeed them on protein because this can lead to bloat, which can kill them. But in truth, baby Plecos can eat and enjoy most foods that adult Plecos can eat and love a great variety in their food. If you stick with these foods, your Plecos will grow healthy and strong into adulthood.